NICOLE LAWTON Last updated 1717, June 8, 2018. The weigh was held at Manurewa Marae on Friday. Animal rights advocates have walked out of a government-led weigh, after representatives of groups they campaign against also attended the meeting. The weigh was designed to hear a raft of animal welfare concerns, in the wake of the government's decision in March to not ban rodeos. But the gathering turned sour when NZ Rodeo boss Lyal Cocks and a well-known pig farmer turned up. Kriek of SAFE said his members walked out of the weigh after industry they campaign against were allowed in. SAFE, Save Animals from Exploitation spokesperson Kriek said their members walked out when they saw the industry representatives were allowed to attend. Read more, NZ Rodeo defends calf riding event amid outrage *. It's time for NZ to resign rodeo to the history books *. Government says no to calls for rodeo bans *. Rodeos pitting humans against animals belong in the past. We were appalled that those people were there, Kriek said. Direct Animal Action and SAFE are campaigners for animal welfare and are trying to get rodeos banned. It was huge bad faith of industry groups to show up, and effectively expect that animal groups sit there and discuss strategy with them in the room, which was never going to happen, he said. SAFE was assured by the Ministry for Primary Industries that the weigh was for advocacy groups only, as industry had their own forums to engage with government. The weigh, held at the Manurewa Marae on Friday, began with a pauhiri at 9 a.m. It was set to run to 3:40 p.m., and was led by Associate Minister of Agriculture Meke Waitiri. Waitiri said she was disappointed SAFE decided to walk out, and the weigh was an open invitation, meaning anyone with a passion for animals, no matter how broad and diverse their views, was welcome. We've had some very useful, direct but obviously very passionate statements by those individuals who have got up and spoke, she said after midday that neither Cocks nor the pig farmer had addressed the group, but they had every right to. Animal advocacy groups Farm Watch and Meters and Direct Animal Action shared SAFE's surprise they were there. Farm Watch's John Derrick said the fact that they were allowed to stay was a pretty significant act of bad faith by the minister. I'm pretty disgusted that a meeting which was described as solely for animal advocates, where groups are being asked to talk about their key priorities and concerns, has some of the people responsible for the most egregious forms of animal abuse present. The animal advocates are being expected to sit in small groups with the groups they are campaigning against and to discuss what they are doing going forward, he said. The whole thing smacked up becoming an information gathering exercise for industry. Deirdre Sims, spokesperson for Direct Animal Action, who are well known for their rodeo protests, said it was not ideal they were there, but they are behaving themselves. I think they are here because they hope to find out how we tick and find out a little more about our campaign, but we've got nothing to hide. It's no secret that we're calling for an end to rodeo and an end for factory farming. Also on the docket was how animals were transported to slaughter, docking dogs' tails and the happiness of pets. I am keen to hear the views and priorities of the country's animal advocates on issues on everything from the care of our pigs to the welfare issues around out pets, said Waitiri. The minister announced in March she would not be banning rodeos across New Zealand, despite a number of sponsors pulling their support of the sport. Foodstuffs, LJ Hooker New Zealand, Saddlery Warehouse, Stuff, Meridian Energy, House of Travel, Bailey's, and Harcourts, all withdrew sponsorship in relation to the animal cruelty claims made by advocacy groups. The minister did, however, place stricter regulations on the way rodeos were run. This year I have already moved to strengthen the protections for our animals with a raft of new regulations that covered everything from banning fireworks at rodeos to tightening the controls on how stock are transported to slaughter plants. I have also supported the work of my advisory group National Animal Welfare Advisory Committee (NAWAC) in their investigation into the role of animals in entertainment. Cocks said he was there to listen and put forward NZ Rodeo's animal welfare process and achievements. Stuff.